Hello everybody, I'm this Wit Gamer and welcome back to Zoo Tycoon 2. This kid's running crazy. So we're back in our zoo, episode 6 now. Last time we did the sea turtles in there, and we will expand this possibly just turtle house, but not today because, you know, we don't want to just have turtles and tortoises for so many videos in a row. We might actually just do that in a time lapse at some point or something. We don't want to have so many turtle videos, you know. There's only so many turtles we can take. And what I've seen from my list of requested animals, which once again I forgot to bring up, wolves have gotten so many requests that I think we're going to go for a wolf enclosure. I think that'd be cool. So let me just bring that up to see how many people said that. I made a nice like little number. At the time of recording, 6 people requested wolves, with Samantha suggesting it for the first time. Thank you, Samantha. I think it was you anyway. That's the first one I saw. So we're going with that. And yeah. So we're going to go into a wolf enclosure. And then at the end of the video, I think I'm going to have this time a time lapse of me sort of fixing up some of the more areas, finishing this maybe. I'll see when I put what. But yeah, for now, we're just going to go straight into the animal we're making. So obviously we're going to have to find it once again in our big list of animals. So we've got the grey wolf, the Ethiopian wolf, the African wild dog, not really a wolf but close. Are there any other kinds? I don't think so. So I think we're just gonna go for the grey wolf, because that's the coolest one, I think. Grey wolf. Now, where are we gonna have a nice big area for them? Because, you know, they like to run around and things like that. So our zoo's already like filling up nicely in this area here. This has still nothing, and you know, there's still a big wide open area there. So I think what we might do is we're going to continue on this side of the zoo for a bit. So we're going to get rid of these trees. I'm not quite sure what happened to the trees. I reinstalled some mods and that seems to have broken a few things. So I'm going to look into that. I only just noticed that, so yeah. I'll look into that at a later point. What we want to do first is we want to replace this part of the flamingo fence with a wall. There we go, that's better. So the wolves, I think they're gonna want a big enclosure, a nice and big wolf enclosure. So let's see, Eastern Timber Wolf. How are we gonna make this? So we have a few extra things, not a bunch of extra things that we didn't have before, but we just want like an. I don't think this is a acceptable wall for a wolf enclosure. I don't know why the game thinks it is. I'm pretty sure it isn't. What is this? Conservation fence. Okay. Wooden fence, low cable fence, also not the best idea. Rope fence, not the best idea. Chain link fence might be a good idea. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get rid of this pathage here. Yes, pathage. That's a word. Get rid of the path here. We're gonna make this wider. Keeper can't reach the grand zebra. That's not helpful. Oh yeah, and I installed the more paths and the non-curve paths and stuff. So I believe if I place this one, for example, there's no curves. So that's helpful. And we have a whole bunch of extra nice paths. So we maybe need to start using them at some point. Grand Zebra 7 has been healed. That's always good to know. So what are we gonna do with this? Actually, what I'm gonna do. What fence am I gonna use? Maybe this one. Actually, let's use the same. Is this wood? No, that's different wood as well. So which one is that? Is that one up here? Yes, this one. But actually I prefer not to use that one. So what we're going to do for now is going to map out a basic size for this. And as you can see, we're making it massive. Because I don't know, I feel like wolves like a lot of space. So we're going to go for that. I mean, now I feel unfair to the Bengal tiger, which got a tiny enclosure in comparison. Up here. But there's only 2 of them in there. And we're going to have to plan to have more wolves. That's not that much bigger. However, there's a hole in the wall. So technically it's the entire zoo is the enclosure. So we're going to fix that by filling that up there. And then what do we want? So they have shelters like this. Didn't we have the shelter thing? Oh well, doesn't matter. Sorry for those sounds, by the way. So I'm thinking that if we place the shelters like this, I hate those annoying messages sometimes, then what we can do is go with a building around them and like not have the whole, it's actually like make it actually look like a building instead of these small hut things, because why not? But how do we make this building look better? I think what we actually want as well, we want to add some, we're going to add the food and stuff in here. Meerkat 3 has died of old age. Oh no, that's sad. So we're going to put that all the way up to there. So then we can go back to our wolf and then add, you know, drink on the one side and then food on the other side. Then we're going to make the whole inside area. Yes, I forgot the main bit, the actual biome. So let's do that now. Just turn everything into the right biome. Tiger's unable to reach the artificial carcass, as always. God damn it. So we have this little house here. Oh, it's not a house, it's just a set of walls right now. But we're going to fix that. And that's all that's going to be in there, I think. Just some food troughs and some water troughs. And that way, hopefully, they won't have any problems actually reaching the area. Maybe. So then, we can add... Now, do we have working things? I replaced a few mods, I re-downloaded a few, so maybe... No, these are just the doors. Ah, they're the floating panels. No, they're still invisible. Still not working. Just in case. Which is annoying, really. That's also not what we need. That's also not what we need. No, any of these visible at all? No. Damn. I wonder why that is. I have no idea. And I don't know how to fix it. So we're gonna stick to that for now, and maybe some of you know what we could do to fix it, then you can tell me. Until then, we're just gonna have to keep it the way it is, which is sad, but we can deal with it. Let's put a roof on top of this. So we're just gonna have a nice. I mean, if we put it this low in at least that bit, the roof just changed thingy on there. Then we can. What I want is just this to be that. There we go. Then we can have the high up roof. That's actually the actual roof. At least then we can make it look like the doors and that bloody massive, you know. Which I think might be helpful. So we want the right path, not path, wall for this, like that. Yeah, that looks better. We can use that. That works. Don't really like the shape of this house yet though, so I might fix something about it. Also, I don't know, maybe it shouldn't be made out of wood. Let's make it like a proper sturdy. I mean, it doesn't need to look super pretty because, you know, it just needs to be a acceptable building. Like a one that you would see in a zoo. So, I think maybe the red bricks? Do they look better? Yeah, the red bricks. We're going to start over here. And then we can rotate. Then we can fix this part. So, while I'm doing this, I just may pester you one more time. When I say one more time, probably plenty of more times in the future about my Patreon. If you have any sort of spare money that you want to use to help my channel and get some cool rewards, then you should go over to patreon.com/thisweekgamer and see what you can get. So there's multiple tiers where you can donate a certain amount of money per month. It can just be a dollar. If you have $1 spare a month, you can donate that and get some cool rewards, like being able to name animals and being able to get priority on what animal is next in the zoo and all that kind of cool stuff. So until then, so now that I've built this, I don't know what I'm talking about anymore. Should we maybe have like a bit of a roof like that? Yeah, but not with this tile. Also not with that. This one? I think this one looks the best. You know, having not a completely flat roof makes it kind of nicer, so let's just go with that. Then here, what are we going to do here? I'm going to add that bit there. Then this is difficult with all the different elevated paths here now. There we go. Looks kind of cool. I don't like the fact that this looks different. I think that's a different brick. So we need to find to see if there's the right kind of brick. And if there isn't, we need to change this entire thing up a bit. Is there... Should we just change this to that? Yeah, that works better. It doesn't have the pillars on the side, which is kind of silly, because it looked better with the pillars, but there we go. That's the way it's gonna be. This is gonna be our nice little wolf house. Nice little wolf house. So now that we have this, let's see, what does that look from over here? That looks okay. Not great, to be honest. Not great. I'm not very great at designing buildings, it turns out. But, you know, we can deal with it. We can put rocks about it and stuff. And, you know, they do live in the sort of foresty biome. What we're actually going to do as well, before we change anything else, we're going to add some hills for them. Just some, I don't know, some bits to run up and down in. It's not really hills, just slight elevations in the thing. So what we're going to do is we're going to put a whole bunch of trees around in some areas and keep some other areas open where they can run freely. Let's put some variation in there too, so they're not all the, you know, same. One here and one of these here. There we go. That looks like a decent amount of trees. Let's put one more out here, just by itself. I'm seriously just now spamming a whole bunch of plants and trees about, so sorry about that. But we need to fill a big enclosure full of stuff, and I think this is a good way to do it. I haven't actually thought about how we're going to let the guests see this yet, because you know, this is meant to be a zoo after all, where people pay to come see the animals, and if they can't see them, then why would they pay, right? Okay, so we're going to add a thing up here. The heated rock. I mean, it doesn't really fit too well, considering, you know, the whole way how it's the wrong color of rock. But hey, we're going to put it over here, actually. And I realize what we also want is a little bit of water. So we're going to put that over here. But we need to, I want to make sure that this terrain is flat, because I just had an idea of what to do. Why is that elevated? Is that because of the water? Can we get rid of the water? Okay, now can we flatten this terrain and then have more wooden fence? There we go. I'm gonna actually move these trees now, considering I had the idea of something which I need this space for. Yeah, that might be better. I mean, still enough trees and open areas, I think. Hopefully. Some rocks would be nice. Let's put some out here as well, right in front of their little hut. Hopefully that won't stop them from getting in, because that would be annoying. Let's add a tie over here. Why not some live food lizards? They're always fun. We put the barrel into the water, another one into the water, and some other bits and bobs out here. There we go. Animal enrichment, this is called, not toys. Why was I saying toys? Guests love my zoo. Perfect. So, my idea was that I'm now going to have a platform up here, and we might actually have to make it higher up than this wall is. So we're going to take this kind of wood. Is it the first kind? No. Wasn't the first kind. We said we didn't like the first kind. Is it the last kind? No. So it's the middle kind. The one that we were at initially. So I make it this high. That may be a reasonable height. So then, is that a reasonable height? I think so. So we want an elevated path up here. Let's go with wooden. This kind of wood I think would be nice. It's about this size. And have one more bit. Oop. Oh, why did it change to that? One more bit that's here. It's got the weird things. Meerkat 6 dislikes being such a small exhibit. Let's fix that quickly. Oh, nope, nope. Not that way. In here. Let's clean up all the meerkat poop. Clean it all up to make it all nice and clean. Clean the water. I'm just kicking a ball a whole bunch of times, so. Oh, door is open. Why is the door open? Keeper, whoever you are? Don't know. Okay, back to this wolf enclosure, which... Oh, what happened to that flamingo? Meerkat 4? What are you doing there? Come over here and be uncrated. Biome is not suitable for Meerkat 4. Yes, it is. What are you talking about? Silly Meerkat 4. Thinking it's not in the right biome. Oh, that was wrong. Let's... What did I just turn like that? Wait. Okay, let's try that again. So we'll have that path to go up. Now I'm not going to convinced by this kind of wooden ramp though. For the outside path, this is definitely going to be that one, because that wood is too fancy to be inside. Meerkat 4 is now pregnant. Perfect. I guess. Or something. Maybe not perfect, because more animals means the enclosure might be too small. Okay, so the idea was that we have a sort of house up here, where we have a glass wall. Oh damn, we need to use not tank walls, elevated path walls. There we go. Could actually have this kind of... I don't know why we'd need upwards facing glass, to be honest, because, you know, yeah, that's not useful, to be honest. That's not useful to us at all. Yeah, we're just going to use a normal glass wall. Something glassy. It's like classy, but glassy, yes. Oh look, we're already on 19 minutes for this video, so there won't be a time lapse at this one, because this one's already gonna be quite long. So there. Then we want the wall around it. Oopsie daisies. Where's the right kind of wood? Spend a lot of time just searching for wood in this, it seems. That's what it feels like. Just like that. And then what I wanted to see, maybe we can get some of this glass elevated roof. And also have like a... but where do I want it here? No. Okay, let's try that again. Let's have it like reinforced so that people can actually walk on it, kind of thing. So yeah, this would be nice. Okay, undo that part. So now we have a nice little way that they can look down as well if the wolves are beneath. Okay, maybe we shouldn't have the people walking it. So what we're going to do is going to have a little small fence around here. There we go. And we can just have the thing go on here and maybe have them be able to look down a different enclosure on that side. So that might be nice. I think that'd be cool. But that's a thought for another video. And on top of this, if we go up, down. There we go. We should probably add like stuff up here as well, like donation boxes and benches and whatnot. But I think we might need to save that for the next video. Although there's going to be a video with just touching up on different things. Don't know why it's not wanting to connect this. There we go. That's fine. So let's just connect these paths up. We have so many cool paths now that look much nicer. Like this one. This one. Don't know which one I want for this specific one though. Not a wooden one. This is outside. Let's be realistic. Ooh, this is nice. Again, maybe not the right one for this area, but for now we're gonna keep it to this. Can always fix it in the future. So now the most important part is to actually add the wolves. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna have 3 females and an alpha male. There we go, 4 of them. Now this obviously looks a bit odd so far, but again, we're going to have to fix a few things. But isn't that cool? From up here you can just look down at the wolves. And I believe that is one of the suggestions that was given. I didn't quite understand what you meant, but I think that's what you meant. An enclosure you can only look at from above. So now, the only way to look at it is from here, or, you know, down there. You can't really see much down there, well, unless they're splashing down in the water, which they're not at the moment. But, you know, it's possible. Gonna have to fix something about that little drop there, and the same over there. But it's kind of cool, and I think it seems like they do like the little area here. So we're gonna add this dude, keep a style. You are gonna take care of these wolves. Oh, what are they doing? Are they scared of each other or something? And then obviously we need to add the zookeeper entrance. Let's put that right there. Okay, so this is gonna be it for this video. I'm going to have to fix up a whole bunch of stuff once again, but I will do that not right now, because this video is already 23 minutes long and I need to stop. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you guys like the wolf enclosure I made. Hope you guys like the wolves. A lot of you requested them, so here they are. If you want to support me on Patreon, then please don't worry about it. If you don't want to, that's fine. I'm not going to pester you anymore. And yeah, if you have any comments, put it down in the comment section. If you like the video, please like it, and if you want to subscribe, please do that. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.